Oh, hello there.
Pohoy hoy.
What's up, motherfuckers?
What's going on?
It's Tim Gettys, Nick Scarpino, the Internet Explorer's back up in this bitch. You've had the Minority Report for the last couple days. How'd that go, Big Kev Dog?
It was very okay.
Yeah,
it was not just very okay. A lot of people really liked it.
Yeah.
A lot of people liked it.
That was all right.
I enjoyed the pictures and memes that we received from it.
Yeah, it was great.
My favorite was the high five. See this?
No.
Oh, man, it's the best one. I'll find it.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Nick, how are you?
I'm well. I had a good weekend. As you know, I came back from Austin on Saturday morning.
Yes, you did.
Watched a little film over the weekekend called Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Okay, why?
Paused it halfway through and started describing to my wife the topic that we had on Ace Ventura. Remember how Andy's topic was the best two movies from the 90s? She vehemently agrees with me that Dumb and Dumber and Ace Ventura are, in fact, the better of those two movies.
The superior.
But she also said, and I quote, "I don't care, stop talking, unpause it, and let's watch the rest of Ace Ventura." Because I pause it.
No, I'm sure you did.
It was good. Beat Zelda over the weekend, which was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nick Scarpino beat The Legend of Zelda.
I did. That last, the boss battle was fun as well.
I hope that people at home are giving you a round of applause, because that is a feat of its own.
Here's the deal. I went in and I was like, I just want to beat this, right? I was prepping. I got one my last heart. I was like, I'm going to probably spend a couple more hours going around, doing a couple more shrines, yada, yada, yada. Then I follow Blair Herter on Twitter.
Yes,
Are you familiar with Blair?
I am. Jessica Chobot's
husband works at IGN now. Great guy. Put out a GIF that was like, I forget what it said, but it was like, it's on, or whatever it was. And it was him going into the castle, like that first. And I was like, shit, I gotta stop, like, delaying the inevitable. Yeah. Right? I stopped delaying the inevitable. So I just went in, I did it. Kind of fucked up because I didn't get the shield. And I probably could have used that shield. Oh boy, could I use that shield, because I ran through all of my other shields. And at a certain point, it was just like, I just have to wait until that shield power comes back. So the boss battle took me an hour. I was like just running around, waiting for that fucking power to come back.
It was a pretty long fight, but yeah.
The only part of it that was long, I don't want to spoil, well, it was a long fight. I don't want to spoil it.
And we're at that point now with Zelda.
Well, Kevin just started playing, so I don't want to spoil it.
Whatever. My thing, this is a little bit spoilery for the game, but not really.
Spoilers, the last boss battle's hard.
Yeah, but for me, why is my phone doing this? My phone froze as I was calling someone.
Yeah, I love it who it's calling. My hope is that it keeps calling him over and over and over again.
I keep restarting it, it just keeps calling
Just leave it off for a second.
I'm trying to turn it off, but it won't turn off. The game so beautifully uses sound. Yeah. And I think it's more apt to say it uses the lack of sound. So the game is very quiet, there's no music. So you're just getting like the little bits of like environmental sounds and all that stuff. So when music does play, it's a bit more meaningful. Yeah. So when you go to the different towns and they have their themes, it's like, oh fuck yeah, this is Zelda. You know you're going in the right direction.
Yeah. Shout out to the fairy ponds as well, right? Where you get that and it just starts to slowly start playing, and then you're rolling around. And you're just like, I want to stay in here forever.
Yeah, man, it's so good. But the final battle to me is so epic because it's that climb through the castle as you're going there, where the game for the first time ever has just music the entire time, and it's all the themes that you'd want, and the fucking Zelda theme kicks really in, and you're just like, this is like the end of a movie. Like this is fantastic.
I may go back and do it again, because that whole climb to the castle took me approximately 2 minutes. I just went up. Oh. Yeah, I didn't do it the way you're supposed to. That's why I didn't find the shield. I literally just beeline straight in one line.
The shield's kind of like, you're not supposed to find the shield.
Right, but I didn't even look for it. Yeah. I went straight up the side, like I just scaled it. Yeah. And skipped all of the guardians and just, the only thing I hit was, at one point I hit a room that had one of those centaurs in it. They're not called centaurs, they're like...
Lionels.
Lionels, yeah. I hit a Lionel and I was like, I could fight you, or I could use 10 of my ancient arrows and just hit you with one of them. And just did you ever use those arrows to hit anyone?
I've been saving them.
They're hilarious, because if you have them, and you get next to anyone that's not a guardian, and you hit them, it just goes, and they disappear. It's awesome.
It's fucking awesome.
It's pretty dope.
This game.
Anyway, I love it. Love it. Now I don't know what to do. It's either Mr. Shifty or Mario Kart 8. What do you think?
I mean, well, Mr. Shifty's
quick.
It's a quick, great game.
Great
game. Kind of like just get it over with.
Okay.
Mario Kart's Mario Kart. You know, like. You know what you're getting from that. Yeah. Like it's not like it's. Well, it's not a Zelda experience.
No. But I feel like I gotta.
Deep.
I feel like it looks fun. So maybe I'll jump.
I've been playing the shit out of Mario Kart.
How's the battle mode?
Oh, battle mode's fun, man.
Yeah.
I do miss Block Fort.
Block Fort's not in it?
I don't know why. I don't know why. This is like such a complete Mario Kart experience.
Is that gonna be DLC?
Minus that, I doubt they're gonna do DLC because this is packaging all of the DLC that was already there. I don't know.
Wait,
we'll see.
No block for it?
I know, but
this is bullshit.
it is bullshit.
I used to own the top level, dog. You didn't come to that top level unless you wanted some of this.
Can you fix my mic, Nick? This is how we get down.
This is how we do. Kakatum.
Boom, 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 boom.
This is how Kev does it. You did a great job Friday.
You did.
A lot of comments from people at Rooster Teeth, because we were there on Friday, saying that Kevin and Andy connection is amazing. A couple people called you both cartoon characters, which I definitely appreciate. It was good. It was fun.
Can we call you Team Candy with a K?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Candy Boys?
The Candy connection.
Yeah.
So Nick, where were we the last week?
We were in Austin, Texas at the Rooster Teeth studios. And I say studios because they take up literally an entire frickin' airport.
It's fucking insane.
They have, every time we go there, we have to get a new tour because we don't know where the fuck anyone is. And this time was no exception. We had to literally get toured around to show where all of our friends were because they're all scattered about. They take up, I think it's 4 airplane hangars now for just for production and asset creation. And then they have a couple other buildings that they're not so subtly pushing the other tenants out of, which I think is hilarious. They're just kind of creeping into all the other buildings and like, hey, we're here.
It's interesting, and there's a couple things we're not supposed to talk about. So just so I'll set it out there now so you know.
Okay.
The buildings they currently have, they have one main giant airplane hangar. That's where they do all of their podcasts and what they call broadcasts.
Right, that's where we spend a lot of our time.
Most of our time, and that building is 50% set and 50% just kind of props and like executive offices and stuff.
That's the.
Then there's another giant airplane hangar that is.
I'm not going to talk about anything that was in the other 2 hangars.
Yeah, okay, cool. Where Achievement Hunter is, and then a bunch of like the merch group, which we had a lot of fun conversations with.
Right.
And their events people, we were planning Kind of Funny Live 3 and doing a lot of that. Then they have this whole other airplane hangar that is just for making sets for things.
That's amazing. I mean, their setup down there is really cool. They have a whole prop and scenic production house that's attached to their, I think it was the live action department. Yeah, it's really cool. So they can create any sets they want. I mean, they have a whole prop shop there, a scene shop there. Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Then they have a whole other hangar that is working on a movie. Then they have a whole other hangar that's working on a TV level show.
Right.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah.
We got to be on multiple sets, and we're just like, all right, let's go home to our cool video wall.
Hey, we got a video wall.
That is still super cool. But yeah, it wasn't that.
No, it's really cool to see how far they've progressed and walking on to what outwardly you're like, oh, okay, cool, that's a set, and then you walk onto it, you're like, whoa, this is legit. Like this is a legit set. They're using sunblasts and all sorts of things and like, you know, it's really cool.
Sunblasts are lights that are supposed to imitate what the sun is.
Yeah, I think they're called sunblasts. They're like 18K for now.
18K?
The roof had a giant light on it. And underneath it was diffusion that was like that thick, that was 40 feet by 40 feet, literally. Yeah, it was fucking cool. But it was great because we haven't been to Rooster Teeth for a while.
Yep.
Last time we were there was August for Let's Play Live Chicago, when we like stopped there first before we went over.
Oh, you guys did? I don't think I did. I think I went directly from here to Chicago.
Yeah, well, anyways, last time I was there. So that was fun. And
yeah,
we were on every single show
all of them
that they have.
All of them.
And some of them are out already. Some of them are not. Some of them are going to come out like over the next month or 2.
Right.
But we had a damn good time. And we made some of the best content, I think, that we've ever made in our lives.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
The Tim and Nick connection, Internet Explorers. We know what's up.
We managed to mention Fast and Furious on every single one.
Every single podcast we mentioned Fast and Furious to the point that the broadcast team was just like were just shaking their heads.
Yeah, the broadcast team's awesome. What was great about that is before we ducked in and worked with those guys a little bit here and there, this was 5 days straight, almost 2 podcasts a day. And so we got to know their team very, very well. I touched a couple of their penises.
Yeah,
Nick did.
Nick just went for it, you know? He was like, how do you best get to know somebody? Oh, by touching their wee-wee.
Look, if dogs can smell each other's dicks, why can't we?
But you didn't just smell it. You like straight up just grabbed it, you touched it, you did all of that.
I did.
It was
I did.
It was a lot.
I had a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was really fun. I can't wait to see what's out already.
So I'm trying to find, there's one video that I want to add to Kev's list because I forgot about it because we did so much shit. There we go. Give me 1 sec. Fill some time, Nick.
Is On the Spot out?
Yes.
On the Spot is out, right? That was the one we ended with. People are saying in the chat that people should watch On the Spot. You absolutely should. We had a great time with Miles and Jeremy as our competitors. And of course, John hosting it. It was just a fun shenanigan style show.
All right, so Kev, under glitch please on the doc, I added this.
Cool.
So here's the deal. We're going to run you through the shows that are available now that you could watch over on Rooster Teeth. It's available on their website or on YouTube. So here we got Off Topic, which is great. What's cool about this show is it takes place, the set is a bar.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were asking what's up with the kind of funny beer.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of beer it is, but the set has working
It's probably an
taps,
IPA, if I had to assume.
which is fantastic. So there we are. That's me and Nick.
That's us.
With good old Jack, Ryan, and Jeremy. Jeremy is a fucking psychotic maniac.
Jeremy's insane.
He's insane.
In the best possible way. What's funny is I've met Jeremy's wife on a handful of occasions now. So sweet.
Yet
Such a
another
sweet
huge
girl.
Nick supporter.
Just
The wives just love Nick.
Kat just is a lovely human being, and the fact that she chose to marry Jeremy makes me question her sanity. No, we had a great time. This was a fun podcast. What did we do? We did this and then On the Spot right after.
Yeah,
this,
so
right?
so this podcast, if you're interested, we talked a lot about Kind of Funny Live and Let's Play Live, and also at some point we received a Master Sword in the mail.
We did,
and then we broke bottles of glass with it. There was a lot going on.
Shenanigans.
So that was fun, lots of shenanigans. People got really drunk at that show, namely Jeremy. And we recorded this show, and look at Nick in that shirt, though. God damn.
Look at that glove. Whatever person sewed that glove is a psychopath. They don't care.
It might have been him. It might have been it. So then after this, directly after this, after everyone was all lubed up with the alcohol, we did On the Spot, which is their improv game show.
Oh my God.
Kev, can you bring that up?
Oh my
God.
It's the one called On the Spot.
We'll wait.
People asking,
Nope.
Slumberland says, you guys work on any love and sex stuff? No, we didn't.
We did not.
This time we exclusively worked on Rooster Teeth stuff because, me and Nick wanted to get our shine on.
It was fun. It was fun just kind of showing up and being guests on other people's content. Because, we put so much time and effort into our own content.
Yeah.
Constantly just thinking about production. Here we go.
Here we go. This is On the Spot, where it was Jeremy and Miles Luna, who is the director and writer for Ruby and the last couple seasons of Red vs. Blue, versus your boys, the Internet Explorers, Tim and Nick, a.k.a. Team Tokyo Drift.
There you go. Wait, what's happening?
Which is fantastic.
Oh, no, it's going.
It just does a little
Look
like...
at us. Look at us.
Scroll forward, Kev. They were also sponsored by the Black Tux, if you were wondering.
They were. That's why John looks so good.
But my favorite thing is all the sets for these shows.
Yeah, they're really fun.
They all are shot in the exact same space, but they just all look entirely different. Go about 3/4 through. There's a point. Yeah. Oh, Nick decided to buy the host John flowers
because
before we
everyone's
got
so
there.
mean to him.
Everyone's so mean. He is their Kevin.
He is their Kevin.
So
He's
Nick brought him some
definitely their
flowers.
Kevin. So I brought him some flowers, which was nice. And then Jeremy proceeded to pour stuff into the water.
So Jeremy was so drunk that through the course of this video, he ended up drinking the water from the flowers.
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah.
He really did. Also, that's their new trophy because I guess the cow chop people destroyed the old one.
Yeah, so here we go. Stay here, Kev. They did a taste test for the Redemption Challenge where they blended up a bunch of Austin classics and we had to drink them and say what food they were. And it was fucking disgusting.
Yeah. People are saying I look slouchy. It's true. I was slouching down that day because we were really tired.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
a lot happened.
This started filming, I think, at 4:30, and we had been doing some stuff I think we had to wake up at 7 that morning for some other stuff, and then we did Off Topic right before this.
Anyway,
so
this show was great. You should definitely watch it. Me and Nick did a good job. We held our own for not being
hammered.
Yeah. Well, we were hammered, but
yeah, we had a great time.
So then the RT podcast, Kev, which is the first one. Yeah, some nasty things happened. Yeah, so RT podcast, this was actually the first thing we did. It was me, Nick, Gus, and Barbara. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
I don't remember exactly what shenanigans we got to on this show, but...
this was us kind of just settling in, I think, to the podcast.
Yeah, this was the more tame of the shows that we did. But it was good. It was good. Their set's beautiful for this show.
Yeah, their set's great, too. Barbs and years.
Then... So yeah, RT Podcast is my favorite of their podcast. So that was nice being on. I was also on. Oh no, we were also on here. Fan Service, which is their anime podcast. Let this just go for a sec, Kev. I want them to see their set. This is the coolest fucking set they have.
Yeah, they have a great set.
It's like this Neo Tokyo bar, and they have a functioning bar in the back, and there's this dude that just stands there delivering drinks and then just weighing it every once in a while and like fact checking.
Yeah, he probably knows more than anyone else about anime, which is fun. Also, man, they like to drink in Austin.
Oh yeah,
Shout out to that.
Every single show.
Every show, someone's got a beer, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! When you're on every show, you drink a lot.
Where are we?
You drink a lot.
We
skip forward.
That's definitely that's Nick's Heather Gray arm. That's my bomber jacket for sure. There we go. That's us, looking damn cool. Anyways, we talked a lot about anime. I think this was our best performance.
I would agree, but we did one other podcast that I thought was really good.
It's not out yet though. That's the bomb. There's our best performance of things that are out.
That's fair.
Then the last thing is glitch, please, Kev. So this is their Rooster Teeth's new game podcast. So it's like their equivalent to Gamescast. It's still in the pilot phase, so they don't have a set yet, as you can see. I ended up joining them about 3/4 through the show. Yeah, you can see that jacket. There was a lot of bomber jackets, and a lot of things were recorded on the same day. That was me. Look at me. I'm talking about video games. So if you want to hear that, you can go check it out.
You're also flexing, like you're squatting.
I'm squatting,
which I like,
because I didn't have a seat.
You got that low squat.
So I had my legs were hurting after that.
That sweet low squat. Oh, and I did the no.
And then so then the last video that's live currently is Nick on the no doing prompter reading, and I was impressed. And you had a lot of off the cuff shit with the girl Ashley Jenkins.
The best part about this is, am I standing on an apple cart, a crate, or not?
The answer is
yes, I was.
Yes, he was.
Just a little bit. Yeah, I did find it. I don't often get a chance to read off teleprompters. When Ashley offered for me to do this, I thought it'd be good. And also, it covers my area of expertise, which is will the Xbox Scorpio learn from Nintendo? So I figured, why not lend my prowess?
Did he make a joke about Scorpio sounding like Scarpino? Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, he did.
I really did. Did I make it? Was it way too long? Yes, it was.
Yeah, classic.
Yes, it was.
Way too long. Kevin, shout out to you for this setup, though.
Oh, you like it?
This is nice.
I just kind of was like, oh,
this is really nice.
I like it.
That's how we do stories now.
I like it.
That's good. That's really fucking good. So those are the things that are available now. Most of them are available for free if you just go to roosterteeth.com or youtube.com/roosterteeth. Some of them are Rooster Teeth First only. That's their subscription service. You can get a free trial if you want to see Fan Service or Glitch Please. And every show has a bonus 20 minutes if you're a first member. So the game show on the spot, Rooster Teeth podcast, Achievement Hunter show, all of them. 20
the
more
bonus
minutes
20 minutes for on the spot was great.
It was.
That was really fun.
It was really
That's
good.
when all of us were really tired and really drunk, and they played a specific type of game that just really brought out the chaos.
God, it went there. When Nick has to say, that's a little too racist for me, you know there's a problem.
Yeah, there's a couple moments in there where I was like, wow, that's what it must feel like to be on the opposite side of me.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Pretty much. So
they had a couple coat hanger jokes.
There was some abortion jokes. Check it out. Honestly, if you were going to just watch one thing of the things that are available now for free, I would say check out On the Spot.
Yeah.
Because that is where Nick and I just go for it. We went there. There are way more videos coming in the next couple months. I think next week's episode of Always Open with Barbara was really with me and Nick, and that was fantastic.
And Mariel, that was really fun.
We talked about love and sex stuff, pretty much.
That is, the spiritual successor to love and sex stuff.
Yeah.
Whoa,
right there.
Love and sex stuff back.
But wait, what are you, audience members?
Yeah.
Is it because you haven't seen us in a week? You got to give a shit right when we come in there?
No, I want love and sex stuff back.
I do want love and sex stuff back.
The world wants love and sex stuff back. Then Relationship Goals, which is Rooster Teeth's newest show. It's Jeff Ramsey and Griffin Ramsey doing a 2-on-2 interview about relationships, and they decided to interview me and Nick about our work relationship.
And we dressed like twinsies.
Yeah, we did. We dressed identically.
It was fun.
And it was fantastic.
Yes.
And then there was a bunch of Let's Plays going up on Achievement Hunter. Or actually, on youtube.com/Let's Play of us with Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Then, final bit of Rooster Teeth conversation for this. I had a little meeting with our merch team to talk about some cool stuff coming up. One thing that Nick and I are working on, and we'll see. We'll see when this happens. But we're trying to get a bomber jacket that is
Holy shit.
just all black bomber jacket, where the inside is lined
kind of
with
funny blue.
kind of funny blue, which is all over smiley print.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So either if they can't do that, all blue, because that might be crazy, and then I'm thinking I want there just to be a pin.
Just and like the kind of funny pin that you can just put there.
And I would also accept navy blue for the jacket too, because all black is crazy as well. Either of those would be good. But so that's what we're working on right now. Hopefully we can make that happen.
Yeah, I think
awesome.
that we can.
That'd be awesome.
But
also,
the newest...
shout out to no, I'm not gonna say that. Go ahead. Sorry. I was gonna say I wanted to put a hood on it at some point too, or like one of the big fluffy collars like they actually used to have back in the day.
Like Vin Diesel in fucking Triple X and Triple X3.
I don't want to get people's hopes up.
They
That's
should
never
put
gonna
buttons
happen.
on it as an option.
So the one thing that they did sign up was the pop socket. Kevin has been swearing by these things for, I don't know, at least a year. Show off yours. Oh, you have the kind of funny one.
Yeah.
And the other one.
Wait, you have that one on top?
Oh, I use two because it like allows me to stand my phone up.
So yeah, you can use this thing as a kickstand or a cable management.
It works great. Look at that.
Look, I know. I've converted over to the pop. I don't need it for my phone because it's a size that's
tiny.
actually manageable.
Well, you're gonna get a big phone eventually. And you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I know because the big phones are completely and totally.
Anyway, Kev, can you give me the one at some point?
Yeah, give me a second.
Anyway, there it is.
I gotta still want to give it to my wife. She wants
You can
one.
put it on the phone.
Do you want me to grab you one?
Maybe.
Okay.
She has the medium-sized iPhone, so she may or may not need it.
I mean, people even with small phones, they use them.
It's nice to have.
You need to throw that on the bat.
Yeah.
The problem is, doesn't it stick into your pocket a little too crazy?
Well,
no?
It pops down.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, it pops down a
so
lot.
I keep one up, and when I put it in my pocket, because pockets are really deep for guys.
Guys got them deep pockets.
Look at you. And then you have a little smiley?
Yeah.
A little holster.
Yeah.
You can
So
pull
these
it
things
out.
are cool. You can get them now on roosterteeth.com/store or kindoffunny.com/store. Kev, can you go back to just the Kind of Funny collection?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Still learning the system. Nope, that was it. There it is. There it is.
Can you just go back to where it just says Kind
Go
of
to
Funny?
collection.
Yeah.
It's the Kind of Funny collection.
Got a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, and oh god.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That gray charcoal gray, not quite heather gray.
No, that's
But
the
there you
charcoal.
go.
That's the charcoal.
That just came out last week.
That just and
A lot of people.
shout out to how
were
skinny
rocking-
Greg
Yeah,
looks these days.
goddamn. He's disappearing by the month.
He is.
I wish he was flexing though.
Yeah, Greg got that deep flex. Greg Miller. Oh shit.
Zyger! You are wasting away. I'm calling out the dead man, Zyger! Little baby Zyger! Did you enjoy your final weekend alive, you son of a fucking bitch? My name is Greg Miller. Try to keep up.
It's like a water ride.
Well, also, I think he said son of a Mitch.
He did,
And I
Mitch
wasn't
Steyer.
sure that Mitch Steyer had that. Good to have you back, you salty sea dog. Okay. But it's all about Zyger right now. Friday, April 28th. Yeah. 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. Zyger and me. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Nintendo Switch. $300 on the line, grand total. And I want to know, Zyger, did you enjoy your final weekend where you can look yourself in the mirror and say you're not a fucking loser? Because it ends Friday, April 28th, 12:30. Yeah. Twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. And I'll tell you what I did, Andy Cortez. I felt bad for him. I felt so bad for this little 12-year-old this week. What I did was, Andy, is I called his mother. And I said, Mrs. Zyger, yeah, not her name. Do you understand what your son has gotten himself into? It's a game he can't win. It's a game he doesn't stand a chance in. Do you understand, Mrs. Zyger, that he's taken all the pennies he's earned on his paper route and he's put them in a fucking disgusting anime sock that he probably jacks off into. Yeah, he does. And now he's got this sack full of money that he's throwing on the table and betting against me. And Mrs. Zeiger tried to say no, she didn't comprehend, and I said no, Mrs. Zeiger. Let me tell you what you don't comprehend. I said what I want you to do is go into the kitchen, get all the kitchen knives.
Yeah. Okay. What's she gonna do with them knives?
And bring them to the bathroom. Yeah. And I want you to sleep in the bathtub with little baby Zeiger, knowing that at any minute I might come into the fucking room and tombstone pile drive your ass. Look at Zeiger, kick him in the teeth and walk out because it's Friday that I'm gonna kick his ass. Friday.
I was with you.
Yeah, no, that was great. You. I thought they were going to sleep in a bathtub full of knives.
Yeah,
I was like, that's dangerous.
Holy shit.
That's really dangerous.
Wow.
Shout out to Greg. He's lost at least 50 pounds.
Exactly.
In the last 2 weeks. Every time I see him, you know, he's looking great. He's really training for this thing on Friday.
Shout out to Greg in that, jokingly, I was yelling for him to come in and flex, and then he was already in an outfit.
The thing about working with Greg Miller is you really never know what you're going to get.
You don't.
You, I can predict.
Yeah.
Kevin, super easy.
Yeah.
Right? Super easy. Andy is probably, you know, he's just as pure as the day is long. Mm-hmm. Greg, you never know what you're going to get. Maybe he comes in a baby tee. Where he got that shirt from, what fucking hot topic he rated to get that 12-year-old shirt is beyond me. I don't even want to know where he got that from.
I don't even want to know
Nobody does.
It's time to keep up, though.
It's hard to keep up. It certainly is.
This Friday, if you didn't hear, April 28th.
If you didn't catch all the details on that, let's recap. April 28th, they're going to play, and Zeiger's probably going to lose. Mm-hmm. Also, apparently Zeiger's mother is Mexican or Latina in heritage. Mm-hmm. And 3, they sleep with a tub full of knives.
Yes, which I didn't...
To be safe.
I didn't really understand.
He's going to come in and murder them.
The narrative there.
Yeah.
I mean, I understood that, but then it's like he came in and right before he murdered him, he's like, I'm going to
challenge you and then I'm going to kill you.
Just like I'm going to kill you on Friday.
Right.
Which...
Well, I think what he's saying is like, be ready. It can happen any moment.
But really
it's actually going to happen on Friday.
That's the thing, is like, can it happen every moment, or is it happening on Friday?
I think it's going to happen on Friday.
Okay. Be there.
Or be
I think it's right after the Kind of Funny morning show.
Immediately after.
Immediately after.
Yeah.
Zeiger. $300 on the line.
He's dead!
He's dead. He's going to die.
We're allowed to say where we're going in here.
Oh, and today we're going to cut the show a little bit early today. We're going to end it at noon because we're going to Ubisoft to play Star Trek Bridge Crew. The VR game. We're doing a Let's Play for that. That'll be going up
Start date. 27.
Awesome.
27. Captain
Kirk.
And his very best man, Kevin Coelho, will be going to play Star Trek Bridge Crew.
I'm not playing.
With the rest of the guys. Well, I mean, you're going to go.
You're going to go. You're going to
I'm
film
just
us.
monitoring the stuff.
You'll be there in spirit, though. And in person.
Physically.
You'll physically be there.
But
you'll be there in
going
spirit.
to Victor's, getting burrito?
Hola, guapo!
That's the one.
That's the one, dog.
All right. Let's get into the news, shall we?
I mean, at this point, why not?
At this point, why not? Leaked Call of Duty World War II marketing materials out, release date and beta. Reportedly launching on November 3rd. New details about Call of Duty WW2.
WW2.
See, how would you refer to this? Is it just World War II? We understand that?
Yeah, World War II.
Well, I know that, but it's like, is that the title of the game or is it WWII?
I think it's World War II.
Roman numeral 2.
It's definitely.
We're going World War II.
You can call it Dubs, Dose.
Dubs, Dose.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want.
Okay.
That's how I call it.
According to leaked marketing materials acquired by Charlie Intel, Activision's recently announced shooter will release on Friday, November 3rd. The leaked materials also revealed that those who pre-order the game will gain access to a private beta. However, no time frame for the beta was specified. The game will reportedly be set in Normandy on D-Day and will have players battle across multiple iconic European locations. The story will supposedly focus on the unbreakable brotherhood of common men fighting to preserve freedom in a world on the brink of tyranny, and will feature bold, lifelike visuals.
Sorry, Gabe points in the chat, says World War 11? You guys are some funny motherfuckers.
I like the dubs.
Dubs, dose. Dubs, dose.
While this is yet to be confirmed by Activision, we'll find out more about the game on Wednesday, April 26th during the Call of Duty Dubs Dose Worldwide Reveal live stream. There you go. Get hyped. Or don't. It's up to you, really.
Spoilers, people who are into Call of Duty are going to get super hyped.
They're going to get hyped?
That's what's going to happen.
Good. Do it.
COD.
Let's move into some of that superhero movie news.
Okay.
That me and you love so goddamn much.
We do indeed.
So this is actually focusing on the X-Men side of the movie news, which, you know,
hey, come on.
I just watched Age of Apocalypse. Not a great movie.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they can't all be gold, Kevin. Okay.
Could some of them be gold?
They can't all be Marvel movies.
The Golden Center. This is from Jonathan Dornbush, The Dark Knight of News. Nope, the Boy Wonder of News over at IGN.
Which one's The Dark Knight?
Andrew Goldfarb.
Okay.
2018 will be a major release year for the X-Men film universe as 20th Century Fox has dated 3 mutant movies for next year. IGN can confirm that the New Mutants film will be released in theaters on April 13th, 2018. Fox will then debut Deadpool 2, which recently had Josh Brolin cast as Cable on June 1st, 2018. Finally, the third and final X-Men film of the year, Dark Phoenix, will be released on November 2nd, 2018. You know, they just did it so well the first time that they're like, you know, we're just going to do it again.
Dark Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, nothing says success more than let's redo it and pretend like the other one doesn't exist.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's worked well for Spider-Man.
Although they got Sophie Turner here as Jean
They
Grey.
do have Sophie Turner.
How was she in Age of Apocalypse?
She was good. I thought she was
weird,
good.
like, accent problem, though. Like, her voice.
She had a
You
weird
listen to her,
accent
it's like,
problem.
where are you fucking from?
It's New Jersey. They all sound like that. You ever been to New Brunswick?
She sounded British a lot of the time.
Hi, Governor, I'm from Jersey Shores.
Nailed it.
We've got the Jersey Shores. Guidos.
Okay.
What are they called?
I don't know.
I can't remember
let's
any of
move
the,
on.
right. I can't remember any of the cast from Jersey Shore.
Let's move on. Now that the X-Men movie news is out of the way.
Isn't that great?
Moving on to that MCU goodness.
Why not?
It's from Evan Campbell over at IGN. Very IGN and a Rooster Teeth focused day today. But that's what happens when you're the internet fucking explorers.
That was amazing.
I was having so much fun with my pop socket.
Kevin, can you give us
too
that
can
pop
have fun with
socket
the pop
again?
socket.
It went under the ground.
Whether it's
right
called
there.
Phase 4 or not, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to see drastic changes after Avengers 4. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige chatted with Collider about the future for the universe. Though he was tight-lipped about where things will go with the entitled Avengers 4, he did hint at a new direction. Quote, "We have an idea, and it's going to be very, very different." Feige even hinted that what would seemingly be called Phase 4 could end up being called something entirely new. Quote, "Certainly, as we get to Infinity War, there's a sense of a climax, if not a conclusion to, by the time we're at Untitled Avengers 4. The 22 movies that will have encompassed the first 3 phases of the MCU. I don't know. If it's a Phase 4, it might be a new thing."
I mean, it's going to have to be a new thing, right? It's going to be like post-RDJ.
There's been speculation as to whether the likes of RDJ and Chris Evans will continue to play their now iconic roles beyond Avengers 4.
Yeah.
It may be that Marvel sees Phase 4 as an opportunity to bring in new characters and actors. Avengers 4 will serve as a culmination of the first 3 phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. While it was originally called Part 2 of Infinity War, directors Joe and Anthony Russo split up the movies back in the first half of 2016. In fact, Avengers 3 and 4 are no longer even filming simultaneously. Feige confirmed with Collider that they're being shot back-to-back instead. It became too complicated to cross-board them like that, and we found ourselves, again, something we would always pay the price. We wanted to be able to focus and shoot one movie and then focus and shoot the next movie. So
they are shooting them back-to-back, or they're not shooting them back-to-back?
They're shooting back-to-back, not at the same time. Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy at the same time.
Yeah. So then, next story, Kev.
Lord of the Rings style.
There's a nice little segue here. The new title for the 4th Avengers movie is apparently a big old spoiler. Speaking to Cinema Blend, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige answered the very direct inquiry of, "I'm curious if the reason they're not going to announce the title is because it's a spoiler," with, "Yeah, for sure." So we'll see.
We'll see what it is.
We'll see what it is.
It doesn't say what it is.
Yeah.
But spoilers,
The
it's going to be
death of Captain America.
Yeah, so he has a couple, if you scroll down, he has a couple suggestions for what it might be, which I thought was really funny. So Avengers, the one where Cap, like, totally dies. Avengers, oh fuck, RDJ's contract has expired. Avengers, the New Mutants. Avengers, thank God. Our Fox deal didn't leak. And then Avengers, Secret Empire.
Holy shit. If it had something to do with Fox. Wow. No. But it obviously doesn't.
It doesn't.
That's sad for everybody involved. Nick.
Yes. Should we read some tips?
Yeah, let's read some damn tips.
Okay. The first tip was from That 90s Kid. Said, "Hey, kind of funny crew. Just wanted to pay my birthday tax. My question is, what do you guys think of Ninja Theory's new game, Hellblade? Heavenly Sword spiritual successor. Thanks. Keep that minority alive." Okay. Jesus.
Thanks. Keep the minority alive is a weird-ass tip.
There you
read
go.
it correctly.
Well, there you go.
I don't know about Hellblade.
I don't know about Hellblade either, but I don't know
it.
that we needed a spiritual successor to Heavenly Sword. I don't know that we needed that.
Heavenly Sword?
Yeah.
People like Heavenly Sword.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not as much as some of the other games.
If I'm not mistaken, that was a launch title for PS3,
PS3,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think people.
Yeah.
A lot of QuickTime
It
events
wasn't
in
a
that.
launch title. It was a. Was it? I think it was launch window.
Window.
I could be wrong.
Cincy Boiler says, just throwing my birthday tax your way. About to start watching
Cincy.
One Punch Man this week. Yes. We talked about that, by the way, on the fan service podcast. And at Nick's recommendation, can't wait. You will not be disappointed if you like anime. You're going to love it. Our good friend Miss Movies has given us a tip. It says, Nick, I'm officially challenging you to a one-on-one schmodown match in Los Angeles. I'm coming off of my winning high from beating Perry, and I'm ready to take you on in the ring. Let's do this. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. This is going to happen. Let's make this work. And also, I don't want to say you're going down hard. That sounds really sexual. I'm going to beat you. No, I can't say that. I'm going to win. There you go. How about that? We'll do a nice clean. I'm going to win.
Clean, going to win.
Audio tech says, Kev, not here by the way. When you get all that control room, when you all get that control room one day, I want in. Aside from doing audio at CT News, I am also an editor, camera op, and floor director. Here's my portfolio. Kev, you've received your very first reel from someone who wants to work for you. God forbid. There it is. Just floating, Kev.
Because it works for this right here. See?
Oh, I like that.
But can you put yourself on top of me so I can puppet your ass? No? Okay. Well, no, that doesn't work. Now I just look weird. Next tip comes from Ignacio Rojas. Says, hi guys, how's it hanging? Here's a fun video I think y'all can appreciate. He gave us a link to that. If it's too long and only then, because context, you can skip to 1 minute and 29. I think Uncle Lincoln will like it. Well, I already don't like it because I don't like any videos that you have to give us a time code for.
But Nick, that's okay.
Also, he put a 34-second time code on it.
There you go. Kev, can you bring me a tissue of some sort? Someone, just throw something at me. Peanut0423 says, yesterday was my birthday, so this is my birthday tax. TurboGrafx 16 coming soon. Also, thanks. Too Fast, Too Furious is a great movie, and Dipset is greater than Beatles. What? Hashtag please don't ban me, Billy. What is Dipset?
Dipset is a collection from the early 2000s of New York-based rappers, including Cameron, Joel Santana, and
am I correct in assuming that the Beatles
the guy that did the Bowling, Jim Jones.
Okay. Am I correct in assuming that by Beatles he means the famous British rock group that's probably the most famous band on the planet?
Probably.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead. I don't know Dipset, so I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm going to say that they're not better than the Beatles.
Shout out to Dipset.
Maybe they're better than Pink Floyd, though. No one knows. And our last tip for now comes from Bahar0815. Says, here's a fun clip for y'all's asses. Glad you had fun in Austin. He gave us a tip for that. It's 11:38. Why don't we go ahead and call tips because we're a little long in the tooth on this episode.
The tips have been
and we have to go to the Ubisoft to play Captain Kirk. I'll be playing Captain Kirk today on this Starship voyage. Stardate 74X Cross 94. I never understood the stardate. Someone's like, it's just the date. I'm like, no, it's not.
No.
Just the fucking date. There's coordinates. There's longitude, latitude, X, Y, Z coordinates in there somewhere.
No, it's because, like in time, everything's relative.
Relative.
Yeah, they're going fast and shit.
Exactly. No one knows. Do they ever account for that in the Star Trek universe?
I think that's what Stardate is.
But like, how do they account for the fact that they're at warp speed 90% of their life? Like, wouldn't back on Earth when they come back, wouldn't everyone be hella old and dead?
Because it's warp bubble.
Oh, like, so they're warping. That's right. So it's like a time bubble.
Yeah, it's
so they're not actually traveling faster than time.
Right.
They're just opening up a wormhole and probably destroying the known universe every time they do it.
Something like that.
Probably some other universe.
Fuck that. Fuck that universe.
Yeah.
So let's skip the story, Kev.
Skip this one?
Yes. Yeah, let's look at this real quick. There's a new Resident Evil CG movie coming out.
Yeah.
There's been 2 of these before. One of them was called Damnation. Don't remember. Oh, and the other one was called Degeneration.
Yeah.
There's a third one coming out called Vendetta. Now, these movies arguably better than the Mila Jovovich movies. Jovovich.
Yeah, close though.
But not by a long shot. But they're way more in line with what the games are. Right. And they're actually the game's characters, and I think they're canon for the game universe or whatever. Sure. At this point, they're just as ridiculous as the franchise has become.
I would assume
But there's a clip that I want to watch that they put out that this is like this is fan service to the nth degree.
Sure.
Can we look at it, Kev?
Is that the clip on here?
Yeah.
It's not working.
Oh no.
Give me 2 seconds.
No.
Kev's gonna try to fix it.
Kev's gonna.
It's a short clip of Chris and Leon together taking out zombies. And it's just like, this is fucking fantastic.
Those are the 2 main characters, I assume, of the entire franchise?
You ready?
Arguably.
Let's do it.
Why's the quality of potatoes?
Whatever, it's fine. Chris is the main character of 1.
Got it.
And then 5, and Leon's from 2 and 4. Like this is the Avengers moment.
Is that Leon or Chris?
That's Leon. Gun fu is what they call it.
That is some cool gung fu.
Chris
That
don't
was
give a
cool.
fuck. Anyway,
That was
thought
great.
you guys might enjoy that.
That was really cool.
A little bit of funness.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Now, this is a story I added just because the headline looked interesting to me. I want to read a little bit about it because I never heard about this.
No.
This is from The Hollywood Reporter.
Okay.
There's a game called Jurassic Games coming out. Which, what does that make you think of?
Jurassic Park.
And
Jurassic Park.
Hunger Games. Nick.
Sure.
I was looking for Hunger Games.
Okay.
If you're heading to the Jurassic Games, there's really no way for the odds to be in your favor. Heat Vision has the first look at photos at the film, which is described as a hybrid of the Hunger Games and Jurassic Park. It takes place in the near future where 10 death row convicts must compete in a virtual reality game show called the Jurassic Games. They will battle dinosaurs as well as each other, and if they die in the game, they also die in real life.
Oh my God.
It follows a bunch of people we don't care about. A man wrongfully convicted of murdering his wife, who will be reunited with his children if he wins. Unfortunately for him, the game's host adds harder and harder challenges for the contestants, and there can only be one winner.
There can be only one.
Ryan Merriman from Final Destination 3.
Yeah, he is.
And Perry Reeves from Entourage also star. Ryan Belgart is directing, and it's eyeing a 2018 release.
I'm gonna
check out exclusive photos below to get a taste of what's going on.
We need to make this a big deal.
The
We
Jurassic
need to be
Games.
all in on
We are
this.
Jurassic Games fans.
We need to be all in on this because I was not a huge fan of Hunger Games, but we know what this reminds me of a little bit?
Battle Royale.
No. I mean, obviously, yes, but no. Do you remember the Stone Cold Steve Austin movie that came out a long time ago?
The Island?
Yeah, The Island. Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Love that movie. This kind of reminds me of that for some stupid reason, where it's like a bunch of convicts that have to kill each other.
Yeah. And that wasn't horrible.
No, that wasn't horrible. That was actually
It was
a fun movie.
Yeah.
Hey, brother. I'm
So
gonna
this,
smack
it's
some
just,
beer on my
this
head. No,
seems like
that's not- I
it's
don't
not a
think so.
real movie, though. Like, it's a little too literal, right?
Yeah? No.
We're going to call it the Jurassic Games. And
Look
it's
at-
like, that seems like trademark infringement somewhere.
I mean, look at the thing is this. Why be subtle in this day and age?
Condemned. That was the name of the movie.
Condemned, thank you. That movie was great.
The Island.
was different.
The Island
the
was
Michael
Ewan
Bay movie.
McGregor.
Yeah.
By the way, Island, not a bad movie, made one fatal mistake. They gave away the twist in the very first trailer.
Yeah.
If they hadn't done that, that movie would have been fucking awesome. You'd be like, holy shit, they're clones? They told you that in fucking 5 seconds. Dipshits. Michael Bay, 0 fucks given. Still making that money. Just dealing out Lamborghinis.
Holy shit.
What's up?
Ryan Merriman, the guy from, it's the dude from Smart House.
This movie has Academy Award 2018 written all over it.
Oh man, get hyped. Jurassic Games.
Yes, it does.
Coming soon. Can't wait for the trailer.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
That is fantastic.
We're gonna make
He's
a
also in
big
Luck
deal
of the
out of
Irish.
this. Big deal out of this.
All right, and then final story of the day. Nick, this is a you story. Do you want to read it?
Sure, I'll read it. I thought this was funny. I mean, this is a little dose of culture. Disney's original Mulan star. Sorry, this is going to play on my thing. Hold on. Shut up. Ming-Na Wen has a single request for the new live-action remake. She wants her successor to be a Chinese actress. Wen talked to Entertainment Tonight about Disney's reboot version of Mulan, and plainly said that she wanted to the movie's heroine to share in the culture of the story. She couldn't name a specific actress, but really hoped whoever took over was Chinese in her heritage. Quote, even though we're Pan-Asian, it is specifically a Chinese folklore, and I really think that someone with that ethnic background would really just add more to the story, Wen told Entertainment Tonight. Even though Wen, who is Chinese American, would love to be a part of the remake, she won't be reprising her role as the warrior teenager. The 53-year-old actress joked that maybe she'd do it if it was Mulan the later years. Of course, Mulan, famously known for the story, the song We'll Make a Man Out of You by Randy Newman. If you're not familiar with that song, it goes a little bit like this. We'll make a man out of you. Greg made a man out of Kevin. We're not supposed to talk about that because they're both with chicks.
That's kind of right.
Anyway, I thought this was pretty funny, and I agree with her. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It seems like Disney is smart about that, and they're going that way. You've seen the casting for Lion King, things like that. So I don't think that they're going to be insensitive to this. Disney's been nailing it. But nonetheless, I think it's good for her to say, hey, hey, you know, just,
Hey.
you know, maybe don't cast the white girl.
Don't cast the white girl. You know what?
Don't cast
Nick?
Lindsay Lohan.
I think it's time for a little giveaway. Every day, right here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, we give away a video game to one of you. 4 different ways to win. 1, be here in the chat. 2, be a Twitch subscriber, which you can do for free if you already have an Amazon Prime account using your Twitch Prime that every month gives you 1 free Twitch subscription that you need to renew every month. So if you only did it once, you should probably do it again.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So that's cool. What?
It's like right up there. Like,
It's right up there,
Is it?
right?
We can't tell.
I can't tell.
yeah, no, you're nailing it.
Crazy, dude.
Doesn't
Crazy.
look like it, but cool. And then in addition to that, there's 2 other ways to win. Patreon.com/kindoffunny, Patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. Supporting either of those pages at the $2 or above level, and bam, you have a way to win.
There you go.
Today's winner is,
Beep-boop-bop-boop-boop.
the game we're giving away is
Beep-boop-bop-boop-boop.
Binding of Isaac
Oh.
on the Nintendo Switch.
Damn. So if you're like me, and you're like, hey, I just beat Zelda, arguably one of the best games ever made, what else do I play?
Binding of
You
Isaac.
play Binding of Isaac.
And the lucky winner is, from Patreon.com/kindoffunnygames, Tyler Weinart. Bow, 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 bow. Congrats, Tyler Weinart. You have won. You have won. You have won. I feel good about that.
I feel great about this.
He's gonna have a good time with
Couple
that game.
comments that are in the chat that I wanted to just shout out. One was Mr. Citadel said, leave Lindsay Lohan.
Oh shit.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
And then someone said, we have the perfect actress that should play Mulan, Scarlett Johansson. So
I think
clearly,
that she could really
she
get
can
in
bring a
there.
lot to that role.
She would.
She
She
can
would.
really channel that her Chinese heritage and get into that.
You want to move over to the chat?
Sure.
Do a little bit of that old.
You want to do
sweet
the
nasty
old
chat?
Colin Moriarty 3 and 3?
Yeah, let's do some 3 and 3.
We'll be taking some non-sub chat questions right now. You have 3. If you don't impress me, we're going to sub, and then you have to impress me. And if not, we make Kevin fight for his life. There you go.
Specsaver Spice says, Tim, what do you think of the drip feed of new Crash footage? I'm totally into it. I love to see a little bit here and a little bit there. That game is looking freaking phenomenal, man.
It is. It looks good.
It is unbelievable that they're actually remaking the first 3 Crash games, and it looks as good as it does.
Yeah.
This is going to be the definitive version of the games. So very excited about that. June 30th could not come soon enough.
Male Power Fantasy says, question, Tim. Thoughts on the first English dub of Attack on Titan Season 2?
Haven't seen it.
Have not seen it
Nick
yet.
and I are holding off a little bit because we're going to be doing watch along with you guys.
That's gonna be fun.
And we want it to be our fresh viewing.
Now,
of
that
the
was
show.
hard to do because, as you know, we did fan service down at Rooster Teeth, and boy, they wanted to talk about Attack on Titan, and we were like, no, because we love our audience, and we want to do it with you guys. We don't want to do it with them. We want to do it with you guys. Juggler says, Nick, what's the hit Randy Newman song from Lion King again? Let me regale you. We'll make a lion out of you. Right now, you're a stupid fucking cub. We'll make a lion out of you. Bring Timon and Pumbaa along.
I fucking hate you. Why? Why the Pumbaa? It bothers me so much. Timon and Pumbaa. Holy goddamn shit. Moju What says, have you guys spent much time on the new couch? I haven't sat on it yet. I'm going to have to give it a good old butt test later.
There you go. It looks nice, though. Kevin did a great job with that. The Ice27 says, Nick, can we get another Stone Cold impression? Well, sure. Hey, brother, I'm going to take this thing and smash it against and then drink the beer, brother.
Close.
Stone Cold Stunner.
But no cigar.
Oh, stunner.
Ice Easy says, you guys give the Kendrick album a listen? I did. Listen to that thing back and forth about 4 or 5 times
What are your
now.
thoughts?
Kendrick is so talented, just
He's
not for
talented.
me.
Really?
Yeah.
There is, of course, the one song that I play all the time for you guys.
Backseat Freestyle.
Backseat Freestyle, which I think is awesome, but I just don't know any other Kendrick songs. The music video for his latest is dope.
Humble, yeah.
But it's one of those songs where I'm like, this is not what I want to listen to in my car. It's not like thumping.
Shit bumps in your car, dude.
Well, I
the
don't
whole
have-
album is like, oh, damn.
I don't have a 40-inch subwoofer that comprises my entire backseat like you do.
It's a great album, man. It's
though.
really good, and like I love the concept. Like I love that he commits to what he does, but it's just there's something about it. I'm like I'd rather listen to anything else. Not anything else, but a lot of other things.
There you go. There you go.
Let's see. What else we got here?
Panzerg2 says Nick's Vin Diesel impression might be the greatest one yet. It's true. Do you want to hear it again? Here we go. Vin love car. Vin want coffee. Vin make money. Vin.
Vin make a lot of money.
Vin made a lot of
2 weeks in a row.
Do you see that shit open up in China?
Oh.
Whoo.
It wasn't day and date?
I guess the last 2 weeks, I just saw a story that said it. Let me look that up real quick. Hold on. I don't think it was day and date.
Stephen Cool 2 says, Tim and Nick, did your time at Rooster Teeth inspire you guys to want to change anything with kind of funny? Yes. A lot of shit. But like, just little tiny changes. They're doing a lot of stuff over there. I'm like, fuck.
They got a good head on their shoulders.
Better than they do.
So
let's fucking do it.
It's true. They opened up in Korea, did very well in Korea. And then...
Steve Jr. 1128 says, yo, Tim, 1 week until Logic's album. I'm very excited about that one. So far, both songs have been great.
You know, it may have been day and date.
Everybody in Black Spider-Man.
On Variety, Chinese box office, Furious 8 drives off its second weekend. The Fast and Furious drove off into the distance in its second weekend at the Chinese box office, far ahead of holdovers and a slew of new releases. It clocked in at 53.4 million for a cumulative, and that's where the story goes. Maybe, has it only been out for 2 weeks? It has. Yeah. So yeah, it must have been day and date in China.
What, Kev?
Did you email the kid about the game?
No. I will never do that.
Alright.
Just so you know.
Tim doesn't email.
Yeah.
Okay. Fate of the Furious continues its dominance of global box office with 908.4 million worldwide.
Yeah, it's coming up on a billy, dude.
That's how much Vin Diesel's triceps are worth. A billy.
The Awesome Kev says, Nick, did you watch 10 Cloverfield Lane?
I did. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I think we watched that together in the theaters, if I'm not mistaken.
Did we? Maybe.
I could be wrong.
It was a good movie, though. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, it was fun.
A lot of people don't like the end. I didn't love the end, but I'm okay with it.
I liked the end. I thought it was fine. Should we go into sub-only chat now? Are we in sub-only chat?
Yeah, let's get into sub-only chat, please. Juggler says, Nick, can we get a Stone Cold Butthole?
Butthole, brother.
Okay.
What did I just do? I don't know what I just hit, but it brought up Facebook. What is happening? Oh, I gotta log in. How am I not logged in? Good question.
All right. I don't really got any great answers for this, but Stark My Balls says, other than Disney princesses, is there anything else you use that's not overtly sexual, like the show Friends or figure skating in my case, that gets you revved up in the crotch area?
Veep. Love Veep. Don't know why it turns me on. Just keep going. Just keep going. That Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Whoo! Doctor.
Yeah, I don't know. Not overtly sexual. I tend to like overtly sexual.
Yeah, I think everything is overtly sexual, so there's nothing that doesn't fall into that category.
He says as he fucking balls up toilet paper.
That's what it looks like at the end of the night, everyone.
Holy shit.
Hello.
That's where the babies land.
Nick, could I win you over with the dinner when an SF when I come from Australia in January? Good question. I don't know. Maybe you can, maybe you can't.
John Frankel says, Nick, you were great on Silicon Valley last night.
Thank you. Did not see my... Oh, did Russ Hanneman come back?
I did not know the show was back.
It is.
This is a game changer.
I didn't watch it. Is Russ Hanneman back? Is that why?
Yeah, he must be.
That's exciting as hell.
Oh, God bless it.
I'm so scared that show's gonna end up like being shitty.
Well, I just watched the season premiere of Veep, and it was not as good as I wanted it to be, so we'll see what happens there.
People said, is that a bongo above Tim's left shoulder? It really looks like it.
It might be. How are you seeing this? Where are you seeing it?
What?
Where do you see that?
My left.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, that is a bongo. Kevin, give us the bongos.
That's weird.
It's just a building.
But it's not just a building, it's a bongo building.
Let's
see, what else we
Double
got?
Jump Dean says, Nick, if you could direct a Marvel movie, which franchise would you pick? If Kevin Feige, in his infinite wisdom, were to be like, you know what, Nick, you've never directed a movie before. Here's a Marvel movie. I would not be picky. I would just be like, whatever you want to give me, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to give me. And I would say, bro, because I would, at that point, assume that we're brothers.
Luker8125 says, would you guys ever go on a Let's Play live tour like Funhouse and Achievement Hunter are right now? Never say never, but I'm going to say not likely.
I'm going to say not likely,
Simply because it's like, I don't want to be on a fucking tour bus with them for 12 days straight.
They were dreading it.
Yeah, that sounds like a disaster.
Not dreading the tour,
However,
dreading the tour bus.
we will join them on tours at some point if they continue to do them. Like if there was a East or West Coast tour, I'm pretty sure we'd make at least a couple appearances here and there. But it'd probably be more as guests instead of like headliners. Because we like to headline our own show.
Yeah,
you can get
we're the
your
stars
ticket
of
for
our
that
own
at
reality.
kindoffunny.com/KFL3. You can do that right now. Kind of Funny Live 3 is happening on June 3rd this year, which is a little over a month away. We should probably get to making that show a
Really
thing.
start getting some of those details filled in.
Yeah.
Filled in.
It's going to be a damn good show, though. Hope to see you all there. It'll be fun.
Sir Chalupa Batman says, Tim and Nick, what are your thoughts on Netflix bringing back Bill Nye? Which I believe they're referring to Bill Nye Saves the World. What's the name of the show?
Yeah.
Bill Nye Saves the World. Written
People
by
seem to be
one
really liking it.
Mike Drucker.
Mike Drucker wrote it. A
boy.
lot of our friends are featured on the show. Hunter
are.
Pence,
There he is.
Jeff Ramsey, and Gus Sorolla are in an episode.
Looks fun. I haven't started watching it yet, though, because I was catching up on Bosch over the weekend.
Spacetime
Dope
Dave
show on Amazon.
says, Tim, will any Funhouse peeps be coming to Kind of Funny Live 3? You'll have to wait and see. But the answer is probably yes. Not many of them, though. But probably yes.
Mr. Yasman300 says, thoughts on the rumor Mr. Robot creator Sam Ismail writing Obi-Wan spinoff?
Ooh, that could be fun.
Sounds cool. I loved the first season of Mr. Robot. Second season, watched 2 episodes. Like, I don't need to watch the show anymore. I'm done. First season was so good. It nailed it.
Ryan Zantilli says, I can't wait to see Tim's entrance at Kind of Funny Live 3. I can't wait to enter at Kind of Funny Live 3. This shit's going to be dope as fuck. And we need to talk to Matt.
Yeah, he wants to talk to me about it.
Ironed out.
We're going to figure that out. Nick says, Mr. Yes Man, can you make an animated R-rated film in the tone of Sausage Party? Sure. I don't see why not. I mean, I could probably write those jokes in my sleep. It's just a bunch of dick and bun jokes, if you know what I mean. The dick goes in the bun.
Wow.
You watch the movie?
I watched the first 20 minutes of it, and I was like, you know what? This is a little too much even for me.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. It was one of those where subtlety was completely and totally lost. It was just, they just went for it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Let's do one more.
Hurry up soon.
No one's given us any
Scavenger Junk says The Wire is greater than Bosch. I'll agree with that, but doesn't mean Bosch is bad. If you haven't seen Bosch, give it a shot. The first season's really good. Second season dipped. It's a random, fucking random Amazon Prime show that's really beautifully made, and it's based on a book series about this character. Titus Welliger plays the main character. His name's Bosch. He's a detective in LA. It's kind of noir style, set in modern day LA. I don't know why I started watching it. I saw the preview for it a long time ago and was like, I will never watch that show. It looks bad. Watched one episode because it was free on Amazon Prime. Totally in. It's totally fucking good. It's kind of like The Shield, a little bit.
Final comment comes from YT7953. Says, Nick and Tim, 2 days until UCLA admissions come out. Can I get a good luck shout out? Good luck, my friend. I hope you get that. Nick, can you write us out with some of them sweet, nasty sub-reads?
I can indeed. If I read your name, you are a sub or resub. Remember, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get 1 free Twitch Prime subscription. We'd like that to be us.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you have to re-up that every month. So if you did it last month, it's almost the beginning of next month. You have to do it again. I know it's a pain in the ass, but we really appreciate your support. If you don't do it for us, give it to someone.
Before you do that, I want to send some sweet, nasty love to the Miles Luna on Twitter. It's his birthday. So please give him a happy birthday from good old Tim and Nick. He had us on fan service, and that was fun. He was also on the spot with us. So shout out to him. Zyger, can you please put his Twitter in the chat? Because I know that you're here.
Super great guy. Whatever. Way taller than he should be in real life. Young TOF. Young Toff has subscribed for 2 months. Says entertaining and inspiring. Thanks. I hope he's referring to us. He might be referring to anything. Mr. Papagiguarjo has subscribed for 12 months. Appreciate that. Choconaut has subscribed for 7 months. Is lucky 7 months. We appreciate that. 8 months is lucky too, as is 9, 10, 11, 12. Devil's Claw 1991 says, I want Colin and P.S. I love you back. We appreciate that. Double Jump Dean says, Mambo number 5 months, because he subscribed for 5 months. Appreciate that. Breaking Prime has subscribed for 4 months. Says, love everything you do, and also wondering if are there still any slots available for Mario Kart on Friday? ? Tim, do you know the answer to that question?
No.
No idea. Kronos12_PSN has subscribed for 9 months. Curtis7777. GBNY Pat. Comrade Crash. Return of the King Tex. The Matlock fan. I love that. Thank you for that. The Miss Brandy. Steven 2005. No Can Die. Math Baker or Myth Baker. MTH Baker 90. Cincy Boiler 41. Oh, I337 Ben says, Nick, you're my girlfriend's favorite. Can she get a, hey, Kristen, how you doing? Sure. Hey, Kristen, how you doing?
No wink?
No,
We're
'cause
going
you
to
got-
need a retake on that, Nick.
Give me one more time. Hey, Kristen, how you doing?
Thank you. Oh,
Can
whoa.
we get the super trashy version?
Yeah. Hey. No, I can't do that. The fan is drying my eyes out right now, so I can't see.
It is aimed right at your face.
It's really like right into my eyeballs. Bahar0815 is subscribed for 14 months. Appreciate that. Rare Dick 64. It's not it, but I put it in there anyway. IDK, what this means for 2 months. He subscribed. Chris34634 is subscribed. The G-Man 1183. NTR811 says, love you guys. Champ, can we get those scoops? Kevin 1. Thank you, Kevin. K. Ralst says, woo, 3 months. Nick, watch out. Miss Movies will cut you down. You should bring Greg as your hype man in the Schmodown. I'm down for that. LZ Unagi has subscribed. The Fat Boy Jr. says, pineapples are great. Kevin, stop the hate. JPS for Twitch. I am Mila Nicholson says, it's pronounced I am Eli Nicholson. Thank you for that. 7 months already. That's insane. Have you guys listened to Kendrick Lamar's new album, Damn, yet? If so, what do you think? I believe you answered that earlier.
Yeah, pow, 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 pow.
Nearney says, yay, heart, 2 months. Riot23 says, 3 months in a row. Want to thank Big Kev Dog. If it wasn't for his shining greatness, it wouldn't have been possible. We agree. Rude Boy Tenchi is subscribed. Ryan Dent 90. PSW 2008 says the Internet Explorers and Greg's ego calling out Zyger. Great show.
It happens.
Buckley 287, Crown V, McTaylor 09, VM Games says 17 months to subscriber and all I want is bongos. Kevin, can we confirm that you're going to give the people what they want at Kind of Funny Live 3?
Why are you so small?
What does he do over there? S Streven says, hey champ, are you going to participate in the Mario Kart stream? Probably not, because the champ competes when it's the championship, okay? And not a second before that. Just wanted everyone to know. Also, I haven't played Mario Kart 8, and I'm afraid I'm going to lose. Tom G1013 says, the sweet nasty Twitch Prime. Gracing the way to, I don't know, I lost the thread. Insert Tim's phrase here. Steve Jr. 1128 has subscribed for 4 months, says, taking Amazon's money with that Twitch Prime. Any thought on Kind of Funny phone cases? Keep on keeping on. Hashtag sweet nasty love. Not a bad idea. The phone cases.
Yeah.
I should hit up Blue about that. It's King James. It's King James now. Says fingers crossed. I found out in an hour and a half if I get out of jury duty tomorrow. Good luck with that, my friend.
Good luck, my friend.
Jesus Christ. Dato. How would you pronounce that?
Day to wear Prada.
Day to wear Prada. Says Nick's stance on Mulan and pineapple on pizza are killing me. Well, get over it. Tag 12895. Kevin 330. Zaka Jiwa 19 says 3 whole months feels so much longer. Love you guys. Well, you know, time really goes by slow when you're not having fun. Kratos Cow 1984 says butthole. Butthole right back to you. Lake Lad. GY Go Official. Gygo Official? I don't know how you say that. Jam 3 Stripe. No, just Jam Stripe. Ryan of the Man. Greg Miller hates fun clips. Says, whatever happened to fun clips? Question mark. We'll watch them after this, maybe.
No, they suck.
Oh, they all sucked. Well, that's the problem. Put better fun clips in and we'll watch them. C. Matt Bola says 7 months. J-Stir says, woo!
Woo!
Fanatic Gamer 1986 says, woo, 7 months. Yeah, that's... Thanks for the show, guys. Thanks for watching. Zombie Rolls says 7 months of burning garbage truck. How do I have any skin left on my bones? Well, we don't know that either. DP Nyanmi says yes and stuff. Undesirable _ fish says holla. Duo.
Holla.
D4UO says this much garbage on fire cannot be good for the environment. We agree. And our final subscriber for today is Panzerg2. Thank you all for your support. We might very much appreciate that. Tim,
yes, we
any
do.
parting words?
No, just bye. Love you.
Love you. We'll be back tomorrow, 11 p.m., 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you tomorrow. Kevin got the feed.